Hey y'all, it's Natalie and I'm here with a new project for a Cherry on Top Crafts. I am using the Camp Wander collection by Fancy Pants Designs, and I'm going to make this into a little snap 4x6 album. These are from Simple Stories, and they're like little not post-bound but similarly post-bound albums with little page protectors. So I'm going to start by decorating the front. I picked some cardstock and some coordinating colors for this collection, and I just die cut that tree set from a Tim Holtz die, and then I have a little border that is bright orange and that matches some of the colors. It's a really bright collection, which is super fun. And then I'm going to fussy cut one of these thermoses, thermi? I'm not sure the plural of thermos, and put it up the spine, and then I'm going to add some twine. This collection has a lot of retro vibes to it. The thermos, the florals, very cute, very retro, very in right now. An old van there, so I add that little old van sticker, and then I use that same orange cardstock to die cut some numbers. So I'm just putting the year of our trip, and I'm not going to put any other title on it because I am going to have a title page. So that's what I'm going to work on next. I'm going to tie some twine. So I picked 3 different colors that coordinated with the collection and tied them around the edge, and boom, it's done. Isn't it? It's like such a cute little visual interest. So the first page is going to be this really big photo that I took in a 0.5 lens with of the main waterfall where we went to stay on our little trip. Oh, and you didn't see, but I put the name of the park that we stayed at and tiny little alphas on there. So I am talking today on the blog about how to make these types of albums really interactive and fun for your readers. And so you'll see me doing a lot of flip ups. So this one I cut a larger size than 4x6 that will go in the page protector, and then I'm giving it a fun little border, and I gave it a little crease, and I folded it, and it will just fold over the front side of the page protector, and it'll be a little flap that you can lift up. And so I'll put a little title on top. I'm going to use some of the die cuts from Camp Wander, and then these foam thickers are from my stash. They're from the Retro Summer Collection by Simple Stories as well. And then you flip it up to reveal some photos, which I'm sticking down now. If you hear some pitter patters, that's just Belle coming to say hello. Belle went on this trip with us, and so did my dear old Lola. I think Lola got a picture in here. I'm not sure that I got any of Belle though. I decided to pull out some of my stamps, and I'm doing 2nd generation stamping, and then a couple of brighter colored 1st generation icons or words, and just creating a little journaling block. And so that will be on the inside of the flap when you lift it up. And rough up those edges. I'll ink them up as well, and then I'll stick them on. I didn't do the journaling. I'll do that later, but I was just kind of giving different tips on how to make an interactive album. I am on the Cherry on Top blog today, so make sure to go check that out. You can see all of the details, all of the really up close photos, detailing all of the different flips that I do here. So I'm going to stick that back in. The other photo was really busy with all of the people in it, so I just added a simple die cut ephemera in the corner. So now this one, I took a piece of 6x8 paper. This is actually from the Trail Mix collection by Simple Stories. And if you have any of that left from last season in your stash, it is such a good mix and match for the Camp Wander collection, because it's got that retro vibe. It's got similar colors. So this paper worked beautifully. I am scoring it at 2 inches at the top and 2 inches at the bottom, and then I'm folding the flaps in opposite directions. And then you see me here, I am cutting the bottom of the 4x6 page protector so it's open on both the top and the bottom, but the papers won't fall through because I'm using those flaps at the top and the bottom to kind of hold it in place, and so it will be kind of zigzagged into the page protector and it won't go anywhere. And so it's fun to flip up or flip down, but also the flaps will kind of hide what's underneath it. And so I'm positioning the photos strategically so that the flaps will kind of not reveal what is underneath until you flap it or flip it. Wasn't that trucker hat so perfect? I had to add a stamp on that. Bella's being so loud, I'm sorry. So this series of photos is of my husband and my nephew. And my nephew was obsessed with like pulling on his hat that he always wore. And then I ended up buying all 3 of the boys matching hats with the name of the park on it. So that's what these photos are. And so I kind of picked that one thermos that said Camp BFF, and then I put a friendship bracelet on there because they're all wearing hats. They're in the hat club. They're hat bros. So I'm just kind of collaging some photos, and then I'm stamping a little bit on some white cardstock, and then I'll have another journaling block when you flip it down to add some journaling about their hats. But I'm just kind of collaging, again, the photos with some die-cut ephemera. I think I add another little tag that will have some stamping. We also did like one of those little gem mine things, repan for gold or whatever. I don't know, where you like slosh it out. And so there's a picture of the rocks, and that inspired the little tag that I stamp here, and says Guys Rock, which is not normally something that I'm gonna put on my stuff because girls obviously rule, but it worked with the photo, and I'm a sucker for a good pun. So I'm gonna wiggle this in there so you can kind of see the idea. I haven't done the backside yet, but I will. But you can see where now it's open at the top and the bottom, and there I have the flap on the front, flips up, and so at the top, the opposite side is flipping down. So I'm just going to add this little strip of a border punch because I wanted to add one of those 2x2 square photos on the other side, and I didn't want it to stick out. I didn't want the back side of it to show. So that's why I added that border piece, and it worked beautifully. I actually kind of wish that I had done that on the other side, but whatever, it's the same. You could actually do different flips like these throughout the entire book, and it would be really fun, especially with the little borders like that. Just depending on like what size photos you have and what you have going on. I added another one of the retro summer foam stickers at the top because they're all eating ice cream or some kind of treat. It was very hot that day, so I thought that would be a fun little title. And so again, I strategically kind of placed that one photo where you can't really see what's going on, and then the other one at the bottom, you will be able to see that one before you flip it up. And then I did more little collages with the die-cut ephemera from both Camp Wander and the Trail Mix collection. And some of the ephemera is still in the shop from Trail Mix, so I'll link that down below, and it's definitely linked on the blog as well. I'm going to take this chance to show you guys. So I've taken the page protectors out. So because I added those foam stickers and because I have some flips and flaps, it's going to get a little bulky. And so if you don't want the album to kind of bulge open on one end and kind of be all tight together because of the holes in the enclosures, you just add little pieces of sticky foam. I have this like sticky backed foam, and I'm just cutting little strips, and I'm adding it right there, and you won't really see it too much. You can kind of see it on the side when you turn it, but it'll be a cute color. So I picked a cute color that can match, but it will keep kind of an even width all the way across the album so that it doesn't kind of get wonky or top heavy. So finally, I'm going to do a side flip. I'm not going to lie, I didn't love this one because the page protector is open at the top, but I have cut an extra long piece and I'm folding over about 3 inches to hide a 2x3 photo. I'm not sure. I'm going to cover up that side with this little tag because that natural photo paper is not really something that kind of went with the other side in my opinion. So that's the only reason I did that. I added a little twine, which is another really fun element. But you can see it hides that photo inside. Now I slide it in. It's a little too open here for my liking. I'm afraid it's going to fall out. So I do build my page on the other side, but when I stick it in this time, I grab a little bit of washi that coordinated, and I just kind of stuck it over part of the top, kind of the hidden part, and it sticks out, but it's just like added interest and color, and it will keep that in place a little easier. So these are just a few options for making a really fun, interactive mini album flip book. It came together pretty quickly. I have a few more photos to add. Hopefully I'll get that done pretty soon, and I'll be able to add like a full flip through of the total album for you guys. But definitely check out the blog. I'll link that down below. And again, all of my affiliate links are down below for any of the products that are still in stock. The Camp Wander collection by Fancy Pants is definitely still in stock, and it's so cute, and I think that you will probably all be able to use it this summer on some type of adventure. Even if you stay indoors, I think you can find a way to make it work. Thank you guys so much for watching, y'all. Please like and subscribe. Bye.